Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and I wanted to talk about Revenge of the Living Dead Girls. Very cool cover. Shout out to John Gray from my Facebook group that I talk movies and buy movies from. Um, I purchased from him before, but he kind of clued me in on this film. I looked more into it, and then eventually picked it up for a pretty good deal from, I think it was Family Video. It was spend $25, get free shipping. I went in with my friend Alex. He bought something. I bought a couple things. And this came, I had a 10% coupon, so I got it for like 15, 16 bucks. It normally goes for the 20, $25 range. There's also a special edition with a soundtrack, which I think goes for like 50. It's hard to find. I think they only did a limited number. So this is one I hadn't heard of. It's a zombie movie, as you can tell from the cover and the name. It's from France. You can play the movie in French with English subtitles, or you can play the movie in English, though at the very beginning of the film there is still some French with subtitles, but then it completely goes to English the rest of the film, which I thought was kind of interesting that they did that. I guess they didn't get English audio for like this one 30-second scene, so they said just throw in the French with the subtitles. This was made by Pierre B. Reinhardt and Jean-Claude Roy, uh, who they it says on the back of the box have deviated from their usual high-end skin fare. So I think they did some sort of pornography. I don't know if it was softcore or whatever, but as I said, it's from France. It's got a great layer of sleaze mixed with horror and gore. The point of the movie, or the synopsis, I guess, and I'm not rooting too much because this is at the very beginning of the film. There's a milk truck driven by the delivery guy, and he stops to get a prostitute. And someone pulls up with a on a motorcycle and pours what looks like Pedialyte into the milk truck vat, and then closes it and leaves. And it starts killing people. That story starts to kind of unfold as the movie continues. It is a bit cumbersome, the story, where like, or not even cumbersome, sort of confusing in some ways, but it's fairly well laid out. The movie does get a little slow at points, but anyway, it starts to kill people. It ends up killing three really attractive women, and they end up having funerals for them, etc. Meanwhile, sounds like Twin Peaks. Meanwhile, um, there's a toxic waste plant or some kind of plant, and those three women happen to work at that plant. They're dumping toxic waste illegally, and the guy doing it dumps it at the cemetery. So he dumps it at the cemetery, and now he raises those three women that worked at the facility from the dead. So it's sort of two overlapping stories. It's the milk being contaminated, and the people dying, and then the toxic waste bringing the dead back to life. So now these three women run amok, start killing people. There's a decent amount of nudity downtown and up. Um, some two very violent, gory scenes that you're like, whoa, that's a bit much. Um, but cool nonetheless if you like gory movies. Like I said, the story can be a little convoluted, but overall it was fairly, you get it, just those two layers that sort of overlapping. I never fully grasped, like, was this guy or this guy or what. Anyhow, the makeup is sort of cheesy, but but good in a way. It's hard to explain. The zombie women have their hands are usually like zombified, and their faces are zombified. They look like something out of, if you remember Beetlejuice, when the two people who were the ghosts with Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis, when they're getting all decrepit, and like at the end of the movie when Winona Ryder is getting married and their faces are like sinking in. The zombies sort of look like that. That's like the best way for me to put it. So their hands look like zombified, their faces are all cool looking, but their bodies are normal. And they're naked a couple times, and they're normal. So anyway, they run amok. There's a twist at the end of the movie. At the very, very end of the film, there's a little notation that says, if you've watched this movie, please don't tell anyone about it. Let the ending be a surprise. So I wasn't going to spoil it for you guys anyway, even though this movie's from I want to say 88, 86. I was close. So it's a pretty cool horror movie with some good gore, a little slow at points, with some great sleaze. So if you like all that, excuse me, if you like all that, I would recommend this movie. I wouldn't say it's a 10 out of 10. It definitely grew on me. I watched it twice, but it's a good 7, 7.5. I think if you're looking for something a little under the radar that has all those things I mentioned, you can do way worse than Revenge of the Living Dead Girls. I thought the aspect ratio was a little strange. I mean, I've seen this before, but it's almost the whole screen widescreen, but then there's these tiny black bars at the edge, which is weird. Usually there's either big black bars or usually the bars are like this now, and the movie runs um, horizontal. This is strange because this one is horizontal, but then it has no black bars here, but these little ones on the side just looked a little different. The aspect ratio, maybe the way they filmed it. I'm definitely going to try and check out some more of these people's movies if they've made any more that are not pornography. And yeah, this was a good release from Severin. It has a special features, which are an interview with the special effects artist and writer, an interview with the director, and an interview with another special effects artist and a trailer. So as I said, the limited edition version has some more stuff, but it was way more money, more than double, and I don't particularly think that's worth it. But this is a good one. So let me know, guys, if you've seen Revenge of the Living Dead Girls. Most likely you haven't, because I hadn't, and it's very clandestine. So if you do watch it, let me know what you think. Thanks, guys, for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.